All right, but yeah, today's video is about 5 mistakes you should avoid when buying a home for the first time. First time home buyers, they tend to be the people that don't know much about the process. They're the ones you need to educate from start to bottom. Mistake number one, the mistake I see, the biggest one is not getting pre-qualified. You want to get pre-qualified before you go on the home search. Don't hop on Zillow and check out their monthly payments because that's not right. Their monthly payment is not accurate whatsoever. You don't decide what you can afford a month, your lender does. You need to get pre-qualified, find your budget, because you think you can afford a house that's $200,000, but in reality, you're only at $100,000. It all depends. You need to talk to a lender, especially if you can, keep it to a local lender. Local lenders are your best option. Mistake number two. Jared, do I need to put 20% down to buy a property?
I mean, absolutely not. I mean, this is a big misconception. It keeps a lot of first-time home buyers out of the market because 20% is a scary number when you're looking to, make the biggest investment, possibly the biggest investment in your life, with that being a new home. So, the long-held belief of needing 20% down, that's not the case these days. There's loans out there as low as 3% or 3.5% down. And according to the National Association of Realtors, the median down payment on a home is 12%. And it's only 6% when you look at first-time home buyers purchasing. So 6% is a good number, but really you only need 3 or 3.
Great number.
All right, Nestor. So I'm driving past a house that has a sign out in the front. Do I just call a number on that sign if I'm interested?
No. And that's where mistake number 3 is at. You want to avoid using the listing agent to represent you, the buyer. They do not have your best interest at heart. It's the complete opposite. If anything goes down, somewhat down the process, either during inspections, appraisal, negotiations, they don't have your best interest at heart. They will always keep the seller as their number one. You want to find someone that fits you and will always have your best interest at their heart.
Just to piggyback on that, they signed a contract with the sellers and the listing agent that states the listing agent is going to have their best interests at heart. And usually the best interest for a seller is getting the most money possible. Mistake number 4, one of those things, kind of tie everything back in with credit. You got to be super careful with your credit when you're getting close to that time of thinking about wanting to purchase a home. That's going to be the number one thing that lenders look at to approve you for a new home mortgage. And so don't buy the new furniture on credit before you got the home. Don't go out and upgrade the family car. Save that off for after the home purchase if you still have the money. And don't spend cash on that stuff either. You want the savings to be able to have a competitive offer on your first home. Be sure to save up and just be a little frugal those couple months before purchasing.
All right, mistake number 5, feeling rushed. You do not want to feel rushed when buying a house. If you're feeling rushed, do not make that offer. That is the last time you want to go ahead and make an offer. Talk to your realtor, figure out if this is the right house for you. If it's not, if you think that you might have to go way too high over the asking price, don't do it. Don't make an offer you might regret later on. And make sure the house you're picking fits at least 3/4 of the criteria that you're looking for inside of a house.
Absolutely. It can be emotional buying your first home, but you don't want to let emotions get in the way of making that purchase. You want to make sure you're making the right decisions.
And those are only 5 mistakes we talk about today as a first-time home buyer, but there is more that you can make.